They say money doesn't grow on trees. But what if I told you it flows like water? Yes, flows. Just like the rivers carving canyons, just like rain filling oceans, money too has a current, a rhythm, a law of movement. Now here's the catch. Most people, maybe even you, are standing in the stream, but holding a giant dam in your hands, blocking it, without even knowing. I want you to listen carefully to what I'm about to say, because once you understand this, truly understand it, your entire relationship with money will never be the same again. Money is energy, and energy must move. That's not a metaphor. That's not poetic fluff. That's physics. Remember this. Currency comes from the Latin word currere. It means to run, to flow. So let me ask you, if money's meant to flow like a river, what happens when you hoard it? Fear it? Worship it? Obsess over it? You build a dam, and then you wonder why your life feels dry. That's why you're here. Because something deep in you suspects there's a different way. Not just working harder, not just saving smarter, but tuning in to a deeper law of the universe. One that governs not just the money in your bank, but the vibration of your thoughts, the frequency of your beliefs, the magnetism of your emotions. You see, money is not paper. It is not numbers on a screen. It's a mirror. It reflects back to you your beliefs about yourself, your worth, your power, your place in this world. And just like water, money will never stay where it's blocked, damned, or feared. Let me give you an image. Imagine a small village with a river running through it. The water feeds their crops, their livestock, their bodies. It keeps the town alive. But one day, someone builds a wall upstream. No water comes down. The village dries, crops die, people grow desperate. Your life is that village. And the beliefs you hold, they are the wall. I don't deserve money. There's never enough. Money is evil. I always lose it. These beliefs don't just sit in your head. They echo in your nervous system. They code your emotions. They become silent commands, powerful ones sent out to the universe. And the universe, it listens. Now, I know this might sound extreme, but take a moment, really take it. Have you ever noticed how some people just seem to attract money, almost effortlessly, as if money likes them, follows them? It's not luck, it's alignment. They think differently, feel differently, act differently. They've learned, sometimes consciously, sometimes by instinct, how to be in flow, how to stay open, how to match the vibration of abundance. So let me offer you something powerful, something ancient, something often hidden. Money responds to gratitude, to detachment, to joy. It does not respond to desperation, to neediness, to fear. Why? Because these emotions vibrate at completely different frequencies. Desperation says, I don't have it. Gratitude says, I already do. Fear says, it will leave me. Joy says, it's already here. That's why most manifestation practices fail, because people are begging, not believing. Now, before we go deeper, I want to ask you something from the heart. If this message resonates with you, if you feel something stirring inside, don't let this video disappear from your memory. Subscribe, stay connected, because in the parts ahead, we'll unlock the very rituals, habits, and philosophies that will shift not just your income, but your identity. Because this is about more than money. It's about finally stepping into the flow. So let's continue. Let the dam break and let the waters rise. Let me tell you a story. Years ago, in a remote Himalayan village, there lived an old monk. He had no gold, no bank account, no credit score. Yet people from all over the world would climb mountains just to sit with him. Why? Because those who sat with him somehow mysteriously left richer. Not just in peace, but in prosperity. Businesses thrived, debts disappeared, lives expanded. One day, a Western traveler finally asked him, "What's your secret?" "You don't touch money. Yet everyone who leaves you ends up wealthy." The monk smiled. He said one thing, "I don't attract money. I align people with the river that carries it." Now that might sound like a riddle, but let's unpack it. What is this river? It's flow, and not just financial flow, but energetic, emotional, spiritual flow. The first sacred law is this, Nar, 1. Money follows energy, always. Every dollar you've ever earned, every cent that's ever entered your life came through people, through decisions, through emotions, through movement. You think you got paid because of your job title, your resume, your hustle? No. You got paid because your energy was, in that moment, in alignment with receiving. Now think, how often have you worked harder, longer, with better skills, but received less? Why? Because your energy was misaligned. Maybe you felt bitterness or fear or unworthiness, and money, like water, flowed away from you. That brings us to the second sacred law, 2. Money resists control, it responds to trust. In ancient Chinese Taoist philosophy, water is considered the highest good. It nourishes all, flows around resistance, and always finds the lowest, most surrendered point. The Tao doesn't push, it allows. Likewise, when you try to force money, obsess over outcomes, or attach to how it must come, you introduce friction, and friction blocks flow. That's why lottery winners go broke. That's why some billionaires feel empty. That's why the hustler burns out. They have the money, but not the flow. Let me tell you what one of the greatest sages once said. Jesus of Nazareth, whether you follow him spiritually or see him as a great teacher, taught this profound truth. Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over will be poured into your lap. Luke 6:38. He wasn't just talking about kindness, he was talking about circulation, about keeping the current of abundance alive through giving. And this leads to the third sacred law. Sus 3. Hoarding kills flow. Giving multiplies it. Think of water again. Stagnant water becomes toxic, but flowing water purifies itself. The same is true with money. When you give even just a little with joy and trust, you open a gateway for energy to move. And the universe, seeing that you're not gripping or clinging, sends more through you. But here's the twist most people miss. Giving isn't just about charity. It's about energetic generosity. Can you share your ideas, your compliments, your presence, your gratitude? That too is wealth. That too keeps the river flowing. If you're still with me, listening, feeling this, maybe even questioning your past beliefs, I want you to pause right here. Breathe, because the fact that you're still watching means something is shifting inside you. And I promise you, the next time money comes into your hands, you'll feel it differently. You'll sense its movement, its temperature, its power. And with that awareness, you'll make a different choice. Before we go further, I want to invite you, as always, to subscribe, to follow, to come back to this channel. This is not just entertainment. This is a reawakening. And I want to walk with you on this journey, step by step, because this next part may just change how you wake up tomorrow. Let's go deeper.